You have been making the exact same dua for months, maybe even years. You raise your hands after every salah, you cry in sujood, and you beg Allah in the last third of the night. And yet, you are met with nothing but silence. That silence eventually turns inward. You start to wonder if He is even listening, or if you are simply too sinful for your prayers to ever be accepted. If you have ever felt this way, you are not alone. You are not broken, and your dua is not being ignored. When we don't see an immediate result, it is easy to conclude that the connection is broken. This feeling of abandonment often comes from looking for the wrong kind of answer, a misunderstanding that can slowly wear down a person's faith. We live in a society built on instant results, trained to expect same-day delivery, immediate digital approval, and instant access to everything. This conditioning leads us to treat Allah like a vending machine, where we expect a specific, immediate output for every input we provide. But Allah responds as Al-Hakim, the All-Wise. He sees the long-term consequences and outcomes that remain hidden from us. We are operating on an Amazon timeline, demanding speed. He operates on a divine timeline, prioritizing wisdom. When we apply consumer expectations to the Creator, we begin to misinterpret a strategic delay as a personal rejection. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, detailed the 3 ways every valid dua is fulfilled. According to the hadith in Sahih Muslim, every prayer that doesn't involve sin is answered through one of 3 specific pathways. The first pathway is a direct answer, granted exactly as asked. The second pathway stores the answer, holding its value in the akhirah for when needed most. The third pathway intercepts a harm, removing an unknown threat headed your way. Every prayer you have ever made has already taken one of these routes. That stressful bill that somehow got paid, that terrifying near miss on the highway, or the closed door that eventually led you to something better, those were all answered prayers. Allah does not ignore His servants. We simply fail to recognize the response because it often arrives in a language of protection that we haven't learned to speak yet. Consider the Prophet Ibrahim as he was being thrown into a massive, raging fire, not after he was saved, but while in the air. In that exact moment, he spoke 7 words, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. This means Allah is sufficient for us, and He is the best disposer of affairs. He is al-Wakil. Ibrahim didn't wait for the fire to go out before finding peace. He said these words while he was still in the air. This is tawakkul, complete trust in the disposer of affairs before the outcome is even visible. You might not be in a literal fire, but when you are facing unpaid bills or silent nights, these 7 words carry the exact same weight. True certainty is knowing that Allah is totally sufficient right now, exactly as things are. Never stop making dua. Every repeated prayer serves as a renewed act of trust, evidence that you believe He is still listening. To help you maintain that persistence, we have compiled the Sacred Remedy Complete Dua Collection. It features 200 authentic prayers for the modern American Muslim life, available for $15. 80% of the proceeds go directly to sadaqah, so your purchase immediately begins to multiply your spiritual reward. You can find the link in the bio. Share this video as your own act of charity today. Your share might be the reminder someone needs